Hello, my juicy peaches. Right, I have a question. I'm wondering what your thoughts are because it's something that comes up a lot in conversation and that I've noticed on a lot of uh, like vegan activists' comments on their videos and their posts and stuff on social media. It's the comment of like, what do we expect farmers to do? Okay, so it's like if the world was to go vegan, what are the farmers going to do? And I know that a lot of vegan activists are kind of not very compassionate about this topic. They're like, oh, well, they can just get other jobs or whatever. But like, I have a level of compassion here for this is like a, and I know I'm not saying this is right. I'm not saying I think this is right, okay? Because I don't. I do believe they can go and get other jobs. Like, I believe that. And I feel that that's like the right thing to do. However, I do understand from their perspective, this is like a family business, a family tradition that has gone on. Like, usually with farmers, this has been like, oh, their parents were farmers, their parents were farmers, their parents were farmers. Like, this has gone down generation after generation after generation and passed on. And like, um, it's their whole way of life. Do you know what I mean? And imagine if someone was to say to you, yeah, you've got to just like, you can't do the thing that you are passionate about and that you have done for generations upon generations in your family. Like, you, here you go, you've got to stop now, right? um like, I'm just saying that I do have a level of compassion for why people feel defensive about that, and why they are like, well, what am I supposed to do then? Like, you're going to put me out of business. Like, why they're feeling the fear and the fear of lack, right? The fear of lack, and like, they don't have other skills. They've done that their whole life. They haven't learned other skills. So how do they go into another job? Like, like, I know obviously right now we've got the whole virus situation and things are different, but when things go back to normal, it's like, um, how, well, I hope things don't go back to normal actually. I hope that there are things that are reforming through this process. But anyway, what are they meant to do? Like, let's say there's a farmer and he is forced to close his business. Yay. Okay, yay for the animals, right? Um, and oh, hold on, this light goes off. It's actually, oh, hold on a sec. Okay, it's because it's actually like a light for photo shoots, so it's like it goes off by itself after a while. Anyway, let's say a farmer who has only those skills, who this has been passed down generation of generation, and he's having to close his farm, and he hasn't got any other qualifications or skills or anything. Like, what can they do? Is there something, is there like a system or a organization or something that can help farmers transition from being farmers into other areas of work? And like, what do they do with their land? Because not all land that animals are on is suitable for growing crops. And like, I completely understand like what happens to the animals. They will, if the whole world goes vegan, it will be a gradual thing, obviously, and then less and less animals will be bred into that whole nightmare, right? But let's just say, like, how is this going to work? Like, I really want to. I'm sure there's people out there thinking about this, and there's probably like a whole loads of information out there. I haven't really looked into it. If you know anything about it, let me know, because I really want to make it easy. I really want it to, not I want to make it easy because I can't do that myself, but I would love for it to be easy for farmers to, like, you know, for farmers to transition into other work and to be able to thrive from that, to be able to make even more money than what they did as a farmer. Do you know what I mean? Do you see what I mean? And like, the workers on the farm as well. Like, I want there to be an easy way for them to get out of that whole industry and not be part of it, and actually have things that are going to be beneficial. So, and I think it's not fair to just dismiss them and their feelings around this, because it's understandable that they're going to be feeling that way. And I just think, like, what can we do to help that? Like, what can we do to make that whole process easy, and like a no-brainer for them? Like, and like, yeah, what are the options? Because I don't think it's as easy as, oh, just get another job. Like, maybe technically, when you boil it down to the like roots of it, it is that easy. But I think for them, it doesn't feel that easy. Can you imagine? Like, you don't have any other skill set. You've been a farmer your whole life, and now you can't be, and you're like, how am I going to make money, and how am I going to support my family, and what's going to happen to my land? And we don't want farmers to be selling off their land to build more houses on. We don't want more houses and flats, and do you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy the amount of buildings that are being built, and it's like, as farms close down, and if they can't make the same amount of money by growing crops, and they can't, or they don't have the right land to grow crops, to like plant, to create supply of plant food, like, or if it's not as I can't remember if I just said this, if it's not as lucrative for them, like, they're not gonna, what are they gonna do? Like, they need to support their families. They need, do you know what I mean? They need an income that's enough for them, and that's like matches what they have had as a farmer. So it's like, what can we do in this scenario? Do you know what I mean? It's just something that's been on my mind, because I've seen so many comments. I've been answering comments on Joey Carbstrong's comments on Facebook, right? And like, one of the consistent comments that comes up is like, well, what are the farmers going to do? And like, what if the land isn't can't grow plants? And what about this? What about that? And I'm like, I don't have the answers to that. And I want to be able to give good answers that come from the heart, that are transmuted through the heart, that have compassion and understanding, and that are like solutions, right? I want to be able to offer solutions, grounded solutions that make sense, because there's no point going, they can just get another job, because that's like really lacking compassion. And for me, one of the main things about being vegan is having compassion, right? And I have compassion for these farmers. I'm not going to lie. Like, I have compassion for people when they're put out of business or whatnot. I know we're all going through this right now in many ways because of this whole like pandemic going on, right? I'm kind of saying, okay, just like go back to before this happened. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just wondering what we can do. I just think I would want that to be like an easy process and a no-brainer, so that all the farmers just do it. Do you know what I mean? So that it doesn't have to be this like really difficult thing. But I guess, some things are difficult, and it's just going to maybe happen gradually, where more and more farms close down, factory farms will close down, and workers will have to find alternative work. And I guess there's going to be more jobs coming in. As those jobs leave, there's going to be other jobs coming in, like related to plant foods. And yeah, like, I guess, I don't know if cultured meat is going to be a thing, and what if there's going to be jobs in that area. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts about this, because this one is, I want to be able to answer like I want to be able to give a solution and an answer to people who question this. I don't want to dismiss them. I don't want to invalidate them. I want to offer a grounded solution that's going to work and like be an option for farmers who have done that job for generations, So let me know in the comments your thoughts about this, because this is something I've been pondering. I'm gonna go now. I love you lots, and I hope you're having an amazing day, and remember to keep it juicy. Mwah. Bye.